So to start out, if you're new to the game and you haven't uh, played at all, you first have to be level 5 to even do any of these, essentially. So the point of the video is to show newer players what are cards. Cards are essentially this game's items that give your heroes stats. To use the cards, you need to make a deck which you unlock at level 5. If you're not level 5, just do a few bot matches and then make one. After you're level 5, just come to profile under decks, and this all should be blank, but I just made a few decks. This is a Smurf, but I digress. Now, to make a deck, just make, you go here, you click to make a new deck. You choose the hero you want. You can pick any hero. There's no restriction. I'll just pick someone that's easy for everyone. Let's go with Greystone. Once you go here, just click create. Okay, so making a deck. The first card you have to add is your prime card, which is essentially these three. What it does is it gives you the buff that you will get when you beat the Prime Guardian, which is the big boss in the Cave in the Jungle. Anyway, that's not the point of the video, so I'd recommend to pick the Archmages for anybody that does that's focusing on doing damage. For a tank, the Centurion, and I don't really know why you would pick this card, but if you want to attack speed, well, there you go. So for Greystone, let's just go with Centurion for now. After you pick your prime card, you can actually start making your deck, essentially. You can make your deck however you like, but honestly, you would get a pretty significant boost in your character if you build it correctly, or at least if you know what you're doing. Let's just start out with the health and mana potions, since health potions at the beginning of the game really help out. But the whole point of the video is to explain the card system. So let's just go over with a regular card. If you look at the card, you see that there is in the top left corner right here. You get to see that there's a cost for it, which is essentially is 3. All cards have a certain amount of cost. This one will be 3. The health potions and mana potions are 1, and Mass Tome is 2. You can always resell the card in game and you will get the points back regardless, so there's no need to be scared about using them. If you look at the card, you also see that you get a stats for purchasing it, which will be 6 power and 50 health. And the fully upgrade bonus, which gives you a free boost in damage, is the 12 power at the bottom left of the card itself. All cards can only be upgraded 3 times, which you see on the little circles on the bottom of the fully upgrade bonus. And well, here's an example how to upgrade a card. Try not to add it directly. Always click on the card itself, not directly. That's something different. All cards can only be upgraded 3 times, so be mindful of that. You can add more than 3, but for now, just stick to 3. So here's an example how you upgrade the card. You just click on the card, you go into this menu. You have to choose your upgrades. Again, if the card has an upgrade bonus, which not all cards do, but if it does, you want to have a total of 3 upgrade cards to get that bonus. Just be mindful of that not all of them would have a total for a fully upgraded bonus. Now, when you go here, let's say I would pick these are the stats that you will get, and the stats that you can get when you get when you upgrade a card depends on the original stats that the card itself has. So this one has power and health. Because it has power and health, I can only add health upgrades and damage upgrades. Now the upgrades themselves also have a cost value from the top left, and the total of the upgrade cards and the card itself is the total of the card at the end if you upgrade it in total. So for the sake of it, let's just make this card a 10 cost. So if I added 2 costs and a 3, so 3, 3, 6, and a 4, that's 10. You make the card. Now there are 6 card slots in game that you can select. So in my opinion, if you're new to the game and you're just starting out, I recommend just making all your cards equal to 10 that you will use endgame. There's not much to it after that. But the whole point of the game, for right now, is to understand that the earlier the cards that you upgrades that you get, the earlier bonus you'll have. So you'll have an advantage from other players. Like for example, a really good card right now will be Madstone Gem. If you look at this card right here, it has a 2 cost, so you can build this card very early in the game. And the fully upgrade bonus is the attack speed, but let's not worry about that right now. The point of the card is you can get a 12 power very early in the game, and then you can upgrade this card with, let's say, 1 cost damage, essentially. I don't have that many with this account, so I have to compensate with a 2, but this will get my card fully upgraded in a total of, let me see, what, 2, 4, 5, 6, and a 6 point value. So this card would finish way earlier than this card, so I will get this bonus first, then this one. Now if you have a lot of cards that you can get the bonus cards, the fully upgraded bonus early, you'll get a boost in your damage, since your enemy player that you're facing probably won't have it, and if they do, you don't want to be in a disadvantage in not building it. But for right now, forget about this and just build your cards, in my opinion, however way you like. But I do recommend going with 10 costs for each. Make sure you just pay attention to what the card gives you, and you should be fine. Now, a ward in this game is a little different than other games. It's also a card that gives you damage and stats. Now, the point of the ward is that, well, you get wards. With this ward, you can get to place 2 wards, and they'll be invisible, unless there's another ward nearby, or if somebody like Kallari can go invisible and see them. They give you generally less stat than a regular card, but they still give you stats, and I really highly recommend picking one of these up.